As we approach the 2026-2027 season, there's going to be a lot of questions circulating of who's the current favorite to win it all. I see a few media companies, they're leaning more towards Ohio State, which is pretty valid. Some leaning towards Oregon. Hey, some even banking on Indiana to go back to back, which is also valid. But my current pick for the 2026-2027 season is the Notre Dame Irish. Think about it. Notre Dame is led by the most nonchalant, great recruiter. Seems like he's pretty responsible. But last but not least, probably the most handsome coach in college football. I think y'all know who I'm talking about now. But he goes by the name of Mark Freeman, if you did not know. But I have a plethora of reasons of why I have Notre Dame to win. It's not just because of coaching style, but it's a lot of other factors that go into it. First, I'm going to start off with the returning talent. What if I told you that the offensive line that was responsible for Jeremiah Love's legendary season are all coming back? Not only that, every single one of their major secondary is coming back. But that's not even the kicker. One of their players in the secondary is Leonard Moore, and Leonard Moore is the best player arguably in college football behind Jeremiah Smith, which means he's obviously the best defensive player in college football. But they also got pretty good names like Christian Gray, Andon Schuler, and Tay Johnson. Those guys are studs. Turn on the tape, you'll see that. Yeah, Christian Gray has a few things to clean up, but he does have a pretty high upside, and this is a pretty young team. But I think their starting quarterback, CJ Carr, will take an even bigger leap than he had last year. So my standard last year, he had a pretty superb season, just over 2,700 yards, 24 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions. What about an 83 QBR? According to PFF, he had 11 turnover-worthy plays. But to me, that's an even greater sign because a lot of those growing pains came from the early games in the season. His first couple games were against Miami and Texas A&M. I mean, both of those teams made some playoff runs. Miami made a national championship run. So I find that to be a very, very specific stat to pay attention to. He also has some pretty good weapons coming back for the 2026 season. Despite losing Malachi Fields to the NFL draft, they still got a pretty good receiving core. They got Jordan Faison, Jaden Greyhouse, Mylan Graham, etc. Some other names. I've heard a lot of good things about Mylan Graham going into the spring, so that will also be a great assignment. But Jaden Greyhouse and Jordan Faison, they're pretty much the experienced guys of the group. Jaden Greyhouse is coming off an injury, so he didn't have as much productivity last year. He didn't even get that much playing time last year due to his injury, but we seen how good he played in the playoffs. And Jordan Faison, he took a huge step in the season. I ain't gonna lie, he in that conversation. But anyways, I want to dive deep with video to kind of show what could we expect from them. Like I said, they have a really good offensive line, so I'm gonna show clips regarding that. Also gonna show how good their defensive backs are. And we gonna show CJ Carr just dotting up in Boston College. Oh yeah, also another thing that I left unaddressed, they're gonna have to figure out their run game. They lost Darian Price and they lost Jeremiah Love. So it's gonna be some guys that's gonna have to step up. But they have a really good offensive line, so I can see them not having a problem at all with the running game. Let's get to the video. Right here, this video right here is kind of funny, but it also highlights how good of a quarterback CJ Carr is when he's in a very clean pocket. And also it shows how good of an offensive line that Notre Dame's going to present. Mind you, all these guys are coming back. So that's like I said, that's huge, man. That's huge. But, so it seems like this receiver right here is going to run a post, and he's also going to run a post, and he's going to run like a little hitch. And CJ Carr, I mean, he hits one of the posts. I mean, they're running man-to-man coverage. They're running a cover zero. Boston College is running a cover zero. And yeah, I want you to see exactly what happened. I'm not even sure if he threw it to the right intended receiver, but that's how open both of these guys were. Nobody had anybody right behind their hips, right following them. So yeah, let's check this one out right here. But look how clean this pocket is right here. CJ Carr, he's telling this tight end to come in. Look how long he has in the pocket. Look how comfortable he looks. Like, it's a lot of guys blitzing, mind you. It's a cover zero. It's guys blitzing. Mind you that. He drops back, throws it. He might have stole the pass from his teammate, but they get a big game right here. And yeah, this is pretty much just a good highlight representation of how good the offensive line is and how good of a passer CJ Carr is. I want y'all to check out this clip right here. I'm telling you, it's going to pretty much highlight how good this offensive line was, man. Like, I want y'all to see how much time CJ Carr had and where exactly he puts the ball. So right here, Jordan Faison is going to go on a post. You're going to see it. But he's going to put the ball placement so good. Like, it's going to be beautiful ball placement against the one-on-one. I don't know why Boston College was coming out in a lot of man-to-man, but they did. And, yeah, I mean, they had to pay for it. But I just want to see how good this offensive line is, man. Like, this is going to be a really good season for Notre Dame. Look at that. No one's getting past. No one. Look how much time he has. Look how clean this pocket is. I don't know. I don't know too many pockets this clean. It's a free rush right here, but I mean it's too late. He throws the ball up. Jordan Faison right in the bread basket. First down. I don't know why they're going down so much, man, but that was a beautiful play right there. If you guys watch my past videos, you know how much I love simulated pressures, and we got Notre Dame doing it this time, man. So right here, we got obviously a ton of guys showing pressure. It's kind of a funny look right here. They're all on the edge. So we got like two guys, he in the five tech, he in the wide five tech, and he in the five wide tech too, and he's in the nine tech, da da da, this and that, etc. Not wide nine and stuff like that. So so pretty much obviously they're probably not going to blitz everyone, and I'm not sure if Boston College really believed they were going to do it, but the way they executed the pass, I think they probably thought they were going to actually throw it. So right here, number 0 is going to bag up in coverage, and Tay Johnson. I just want you to see Tay Johnson how he just completely baits the quarterback. Like I said, the simulated pressure messed up their whole entire play. Like they didn't expect Notre Dame to go out in zone. So I just want you to check this out right here. We even got my boy KVA right here. Man, I love KVA. And yeah. So yeah, they're blitzed. They're really blitzed the rest of everyone else, but he bags up in coverage, so it's pretty good play right here. And but it's not man to man; it's a zone. And look at the read the quarterback made. Boom! Chase. Ooh, Tay Johnson could have got a pick six right there. And yeah, I mean that just shows how good their coaching staff is and how good these players are at just attacking the ball and selling, selling these type of plays right here. So here's pretty much another clip against Boston College. I'm telling you, this probably was one of their best complete games from offense and defensive standpoint. So I want you to pay attention to my KVA man, Kingston Viliamu Asa, my favorite linebacker right now. I want you to pay attention as to how he reacts to this pulling guard right here. And what he does. I made a whole video on him, so y'all tune into that one as well. But just pay attention to him. Right now he's coming off an injury, so he's gonna come a little late. But I just want you to see the potential they have. I don't know what I'm doing right now. But the potential that they have when he comes back, this defense is gonna be holding. It looks like they're coming out right now in a 3-3-5. You got a nickel right here. You got three three defensive linemen. I'm pretty sure this is a linebacker just playing the five tech. So yeah, check it out right here. I just want you to see Viliamu outside. So his assignment is to play outside. He plays his assignment every play. He doesn't cheat anything. He doesn't jump at anything. He doesn't try to make the beautiful play. But when he's patient, stuff like this happens, and he makes the nice little tackle right there. And yeah, great rep, man. I just love Viliamu outside, man. This is a great play right here. So right here, I see like a kind of like a two look. They got two high safeties. So, but actually, Tay Johnson, he's actually gonna buzz down, and they're gonna actually go into cover three, and he just gonna simply jump this route right here. He's gonna play the seam. That's his assignment right here. And the quarterback just genuinely fell for it. I don't think he knew Tay Johnson was gonna go out and just become an athlete and make the play. Well, yeah, right here, yeah, they're kind of showing a two look, and then as the play started to develop, he just become the buzz man, and now he's playing three. Now he's playing the seam right here. The quarterback he has a nice little simple quick pass. No, Tay Johnson jumps the route. I mean, you know what's gonna happen right here. Do I even gotta finish the clip right here? Come on now. I mean, I cannot make a video on Notre Dame if I don't show a clip of Leonard Moore. So right here, Leonard Moore, they're playing a one-on-one right here. They play a lot of man. And so I mean, look at all of their assignments are pretty simple. You kind of know how man to man works. So I say it's a cover one man, and he's playing the deep half, and he has a one-on-one right here. And Marcel Reed assignment is pretty much play RPO, and he noticed that he noticed that Leonard Moore's back was turned, so he decided to throw the ball. But Leonard Moore, he's just such a freak athlete and so smart that he turns around and makes the interception. So I want y'all to tune in right here. So right here is looking like I said, it look like a cover one man. Yeah, cover one man. He's actually blitzing. He noticed that Leonard Moore back is turned. So I mean, technically, it's not a bad read by Marcel Reed, honestly. So he throws the ball down. He recognized it, pick. Like that is like you don't see that from really not too many corners for turn around. Like that's the NFL corner right there. That's the NFL corner right there. You rarely see guys turn around and make plays. They usually their back is turned, so it might be a flag, or they might just get caught on. But Leonard Moore has such ultra awareness that he can just turn around and make the pick. And yeah, he's easily the best corner going into the 2026 season. Arguably the best player in college football. Arguably the best defensive player in college football too. So yeah, great clip right there. Here's a great pass that kinda shows how good of a processor that CJ Carr is. So right here, I just want to see the motion right here. They're gonna end up running mesh. So we got Jordan Faison running a drag, and we got him also running a drag, and then we got him running a dig. But I just want you to see how good his processing is. He doesn't really jump anything and make any bad reads. I think Arkansas did a pretty good job disguising cover one, but it ended up just being like a nice little cover three. And yeah, so let's check it out right here. So they pretty yeah, like I said, he's gonna end up running a mesh. They're gonna cross to each other. And then we got Malachi Fields wide open. And nice little first down. But that just show how good his processing is. He doesn't really jump the gun. He just made a really good read, stay patient. That it's easy to do that when you got a good pocket like that. So yeah, great rep by CJ Carr. As we approach the end of this video, man, like I said, Notre Dame is my current favorite. They have every reason to win. I think one of the more important key factors is obviously the fact they're going to have a very easy schedule. 72 of their previous players from the previous season are coming back for the 2026 season. I think that is the most important stat that I've seen so far from my studying. But hey, man, that's going to wrap the video up. Mainly, we got a lot of great content coming. We got a Brandon Sorsby video coming. I don't know if y'all seen the news. This news just came out, but I'm ready. So I want y'all to tune in, like it, subscribe, and we got a video coming tomorrow. And y'all continue to tune in. Peace. Love y'all.